Hi, everyone. Oh, it's so good. We're doing this for America. We gotta do it for the safety. Oh, it's so nice. We just want to help you. But you confront them in private or when they're going down a hall, they'll literally, oh, you got a problem, boy? Get out of my way. Just like the Karl Rove of 5 administrations. I say 4 in the film, martial law, but he really was in 5. David Gergen, all of a sudden, did like that. Let me show you who they really are. You know who I am, boy? You know the power we've got? You know how many people we frickin' killed? Don't you mess with us! That's who they really are. But it's a nice little public meeting. Oh, we're friendly to you. We're nice to you. I'm so sick of them. God, can't you see who they are? I'm risking my life to fight these bastards. They're going to literally clean your clock and carry out eugenics on you and your family unless you expose them. They're now putting the Constitution cut and burned on the edge and saying we've got to get rid of it on the front page of a section of a major paper. And we don't know who the enemy is. And now you're going to hear yuppies at the country club and stuff, for those of you that are well-to-do, going, I guess we got to get rid of it. Because all they do is copy what the big guys say and then feel important. But they're not going to be laughing when their stocks and bonds and pension funds are taken. No, they'll go join the evil even more and beg to do anything just to stay in the power loop. But in the end, when we take over against these people, the Constitution and Bill of Rights, it is not going to be like Germany where a few hundred of them get put to death, folks. We're going to put hundreds of thousands of them in prison, due process, full court of law, no matter how much it costs, it's being paid for. Tens of thousands are going to be executed because they are going to kill millions. They're going to slaughter. They've already done it. And then they will be brought to justice. You out there watching, you will be brought to justice, you little bastards, for your crimes. You understand that? I'm not doing all this to be a big shot and shoot my mouth off and act tough. I know where I put myself. I know the scrutiny I'm under. And I hate you bastards even more for it. You are murdering, trash, child molesting filth. DynCorp and Halliburton and all of you are filth, degenerate scum. You are cancer, and you've got to be cut out. I shouldn't get so mad. I just realize how evil they are, and I just get pissed when I've got to go up against them. Okay. I've got to read what this traitor says. It just makes me so sick. This is America. You understand? This piece of paper they're burning. This is it. This is what makes us special. This is what we fought for. This is who we are. And these sons of bitches are telling us that it isn't. They're the enemy. Everything must go. No, you must go. You must go. We always had corrupt elites in this country, but they were better than anybody else, and they still cared about the people to a certain extent. They had a sense of pride and destiny. You're a bunch of Malthusians, sellout trash who hate everybody, including yourself, and you want to crap all over everybody else, and I'm sick of you. We the people, how to fight terrorism. God, let me just read it. It's so evil, ladies and gentlemen. Every line is twisting and written for psych warfare to convince so-called intellectuals. Bastard. During the course of a long, intellectually demanding narrative. Oh, it's very long and intellectually demanding. Yeah, truth is apparent. Veritas is apparent. But a bunch of mealy-mouthed, double-think crap out of a limp-wristed, chicken-necked, traitorous piece of filth is intellectually demanding. Meaning it's a bunch of mental gymnastics. Terror and consent pivots on several paradigm-shifting claims. You're not shifting any paradigm. You're bringing us back to ancient tyranny. One of them, which appears in the introduction, stands out for its humanitarian implications. So much doublespeak here. During the era of 20th century industrial nation states, 80% of the dead and wounded in warfare were civilians. So there's this false statement that it's nation states that cause such killing of civilians. No, it's modern warfare. There have been nation states for thousands of years. It's modern warfare that kills civilians. But he claims it's the nation state that killed civilians. Just an intellectually bankrupt, 2 + 2 = 10 billion, just absolute crap. These guys are ninny around when you go to their meetings, like, oh, you're so smart, and you talk to them, they're not even that smart. They're weak. They're holding this species back. They're the trash. Just listen to this crap. It's so insulting to anyone with a real intellect. Okay. Son of a bitch, blaming everything on this country. Filth! You pieces of trash can't build anything. You're a bunch of parasites. During the era of the 20th century industrial nation states, 80% of the dead and wounded in warfare were civilians. For Philip Bobbitt, a distinguished lecturer and senior fellow at the University of Texas and law professor at Columbia University, this is more than a gee-whiz factoid. Yeah, this turd teaches all the law students how to sell out their country. It's the basis upon which he advances an ambitious argument for fighting the wars that are bound to plague the 21st century. Oh, they're bound to plague because you hand nukes out to the Pakistans and weapons out to this group and that group and murder the Rwandan Christians for their land, and you're running around handing out weapons and having universities publish mousepox weapons design blueprint which will kill every human on earth if it ever gets out. You're a son of a bitch is what you are, you freaks. Yeah, you plague the 21st century. The prospect that this good old industrial nation state is a shrinking violet might rankle patriotic flag wavers. So they use reverse double propaganda there of, oh my God, the prospect that a good old industrial nation state is shrinking violet might rankle patriotic flag wavers. Like they're saying, hey, we're going to be macho and really manly and tough. Don't worry. Don't let it rankle you flag wavers. This is a real way to kick butt. But Bobbitt's statistic thrust. Oh, he's got statistics. Oh, well, give them to us, you little bastards. No, it's all made up. But Bobbitt's statistic thrust home an unsettling question. What does it say about the nation state that it has so often failed to provide? The nation state hasn't failed. Capitalism hasn't failed. You guys are crony capitalists. It's not real capitalism. You come in and set up corporate welfare and you use the nation state as your tool while you go out and spread all the crises, and then every time poses the savior, blaming it on the U.S. when globalism has, quote, failed for the average person. It's succeeded perfectly for you criminals. Just in your public reason for it, it's failed. NAFTA, GATT, it's all failed. It's all destroyed things. But, the nation, you got to get fully rid of it's why you're falling apart, even though our own documents say we want to enslave you. What does it say about the nation state that it has so often failed to provide? The words of a British statesman, Douglas Hurd, the security, prosperity, and decent environment which the citizens demand, might it be time for something new? And they say globalism, which is nothing new. It's imperium, but this time by a corporate ruling elite, like something out of Rollerball. In Bobbitt's view, the current wars against terror provide a shrill wake-up call to confront the question. The best way to protect citizens in modern democracies, he claims, is to fundamentally rethink the nation state as a guarantor of freedoms that terrorists intend to obliterate. The terrorists want to obliterate your freedom and your nation state. That's why the globalists are so busy trying to take your nation state and your freedoms. Because the terrorists are attacking, we have to get rid of the nation state and get rid of your freedoms because the terrorists want them. I mean, that is totally intellectually the opposite of what it says. That is mental detritus. That is, but see, people who think they're intellectuals nowadays, they've been taught crap since they went to college, not real thought. So they sit there and they'll sit there with their coffee for about an hour, like, what? Oh, I get it, and thinking up some way it makes sense to go, oh, I'm still smart. Oh, I'm powerful. I have a chicken neck. I mean, listen to this crap. I could hardly sleep last night when I read this. In Bobbitt's view, the current wars against terror provide a shrill wake-up call to confront the question, you mean will we attack countries that weren't even officially involved against us in the official story? The best way to protect citizens of modern democracies, he claims, is to fundamentally rethink the nation-state as a guarantor of freedoms that terrorists intend to obliterate. The few real resistance groups they call terrorist are against globalists and are nationalist. So see, the terrorists don't want to obliterate our nation states. The globalists carry out attacks and blame it on nation states they want to blow to hell.